What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and in today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Okay guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support on my music video that I dropped. It really means a lot to me that y'all even watched it. I'm super excited. It's already at 100,000 views, which is so cool. I'm like, what? Okay, but anyways, I digress. We gotta talk about the drama. Okay, so I met Jeffree Star for the second time a couple days ago. So if you haven't, so this is part two, because part one was meeting Jeffree Star, and this is gonna be a part two, since y'all seem to like the first one. So here's part two. Okay, so Jeffree Star was gonna be in Houston, Texas for, I think it was an Ulta meet and greet, promoting the new brushes that dropped.
Jeffree, can you first just tell me why Houston, why you're here today?
Okay, so today, first of all, I have such a massive fan base here in Texas. So we wanted to celebrate, come to the best city in Texas, okay, I'm putting that on record. And we're here to celebrate my Morphe collaboration. I curated a collection with them, and their brand is in every Ulta store here in America. So it's been selling out all over, and it's just been crazy. So we're here to celebrate the beautiful launch.
What do you think makes your brand so popular? I mean, there was a fan out there that told me she got here at 6 in the morning.
It's crazy, right? It's so cool. We really stick out. We're different than a lot of brands. I'm a makeup artist for going on 15 years now. I've played with every formula on the planet. So when I created my line, I wanted to create something that was better than what was already out there. So we've achieved that. The formula has gone viral, and I'm just so happy. I'm over the moon. It's crazy.
Okay, looking at your makeup right now, it's perfect.
Thank you.
What is your advice to people who are more makeup inept like myself?
Just be fearless and don't be afraid to try maybe a random color that you would never use. Do some blue eyeshadow, maybe some pink. And just be fun, you know, be fearless, because at the end of the day, makeup wipes off. So it's, you know, I don't take it as serious as a lot of people do. You know what I mean? Like, be daring, try something. If you hate it, wipe it off and do something else.
If you've been living under a rock, it kind of looks like this, and it comes with a little packaging, right? So I got a message saying he's gonna be in Houston if we wanted to hang out, and I was like, oh my God, this is Jeffree Star, honey. And I was like, okay, cool, really cool, okay, all right. So yes. So I had Cam Lester with me. I flew him from LA so we can shoot some videos together. Jeffree might message us to hang out, but I don't know. You know, he's busy, right? So he's like, okay, so just be prepared. So the day comes, like the local news station is there. It seems like half the city was there at this huge meet and greet for the Jeffree Star Morphe brushes at the Ulta. So then that whole day I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. So I was like chilling at the house, like ready. So later that evening, I get a message and it was like, hey, I'm at this restaurant. Now, I'm not gonna say the restaurant because just in case he goes back to that restaurant, y'all don't know the tea, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna tell you the restaurant. So he's like, hey, I'm at this restaurant, you wanna come? And I was like, okay. So I text Cam and I'm like, hey, get ready, we got 5 minutes. We're gonna go meet Jeffree and his crew at this restaurant, right? So I do my little Wonder Woman twirl. I call my driver. We go down to the restaurant. So I walk in and I'm like, hey, and I'm like real quiet. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to see Jeffree Star. And a lady at the reception's like, what? I'm like, I'm here to see Jeffree Star. Like, I didn't want to say it loud because there's like people behind me and around me. I don't want them to know the tea. And then I tell it to her again. She's like, oh, okay. Well, there's some texting involved, and she's on her microphone, and then she takes me to the back, right? We're walking past all these people, and then we go into like the private room, right? So the dining area. So I walk in there, and then it was like, you know, like when you walk into a room, everyone's like looking at you. Okay, it was very that. Okay, then I got Cam with me too, right? So then we walk in there, and I'm like, hello. Salutations. Yeah, it's so weird. I was so awkward. So I walk in there and I say hi to Jeffree. So I say hi to everybody. Lipstick Nick was there. What? So we get there and I'm just like, okay, well, hi, I guess I'll go. I was just like so nervous, and Jeffree was like, no, come sit over here. So I sit down and Jeffree's like, how you been? And I'm like, good. And then Lipstick Nick's right here. Oh, and then Jeffree was like, oh, that's my security team back there. Jeffree travels literally with a security team, and I'm talking about like a legit security team, right? Like, these guys look so intimidating. Like, I almost want to say like, okay, here we go. Like, you ever meet a guy or like a security guy that's like ex-military, ex-cop, Secret Service, like Men in Black? That's the type of security Jeffree has, like Men in Black. Literally, like tucks down, professional. Oh, they almost look like they did years like being like Marines or something. You know, they're that. All right, so you just like don't. And you know, all it takes is Jeffree Star to be like, kill that one, shoot him, and then we're dead. Bury that, right? So we're sitting down, and then Jeffree's like, what's going on? And we're catching up a little bit. And then I tell Jeffree some tea. I thought he knew this tea, but he didn't know this tea. But it wasn't negative tea. It was like, hey, well, did you know that? And then he's like, what, really? And then Lipstick Nick was like, oh my gosh, really? And I was like, oh my gosh, she heard it? And she's like, yes. So I told her, I'm not gonna tell y'all the tea yet, because y'all gotta wait for the next video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wait for the next video and we'll talk about the tea. But it wasn't nothing negative. Everyone was just surprised by the tea. You know? You ever like, it's just, what? Okay, and then Lipstick Nick was like right here, and then like, if you ever met her, like, oh my gosh, you want to know the tea? Okay, I'll tell you the tea. Lipstick Nick literally is like, she has like this cool, like, kickback, chill vibe, you know? Like very down to earth. And so like if you ever meet her, you're gonna feel like she has like that really chill vibe, right? Love her to match. And then it's like so, and then it's like being next to her, I'm just like, oh my, she's probably critiquing my makeup, girl. I didn't have triangles on that day. I just had like my little regular little beat, and I'm just like, everyone here. It's, you know, it's one thing to like hang around like people, but then when you hang around people in the makeup industry, it's like, you know, they're like judging your makeup. You know, like, I don't know. So the whole time I felt like she was like judging my makeup, and she's probably like, girl, you don't even know how to contour, girl. What the hell are you doing? Anyways, but she was super nice. So if she did not like my makeup, she didn't say it. Okay. So then Jeffree was like, hey, well, you know, we're gonna do this thing tomorrow where we go to the Morphe at like another mall, and then we'll probably go to the Galleria if you want to hang out. And I was like, I asked Cam, he was like, yeah, I'm down. So it's like, okay, cool. See you tomorrow. So like we left there. We were there for like about, I was like, oh my God. It was like a time zone, like a time where either we were there for an hour or 2 hours. I forgot what it was, but everyone just, oh yeah, we ate too. We ate the house. Okay. So then we left, and the next day, I meet Jeffree at the hotel, right? So I'm not gonna tell you that either, because I know how y'all are. So we go to the hotel, and wait in the lobby, and then Jeffree Star comes down, full security team, girl. Oh my God, like the whole nine, right? Well, I'm not gonna tell you what car, what is it? When we get into it, and it takes us, and Lipstick Nick's with us too. Oh my gosh, and Maddie was there too. You know, like that's like the one that's like queen of the assistants. Like you know how like Jeffree has like 100 assistants? By now, probably like 200 assistants. There's like that one assistant that's like is queen of all the assistants. The one that like fires everybody. Okay, Maddie, she was there too. There was some Maddie. So then we go to, I think it was Memorial Mall. So we go to Memorial Mall, and we say hi to the kid. We say hi to the people. And then Jeffree's like signing. Girl, you want to talk about like how hard people work? Jeffree Star works hard, girl. So he literally is signing every one of these. Like, I have it right here. Hold on. He's signing every one of these. Okay, like there's like this packaging in front, and then he's signing his palettes. He's signing like some highlighters, and in front of the Morphe, it's like thousands of people just like waiting. And then he goes out there, he gives out PR kits just with people, and I think the press was there too. And then we finally leave, and he's like, okay, we're gonna go to the Galleria Mall. Okay, this is where the story gets like a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we go to the Galleria Mall, but we go in like the secret entrance. You know, I never been, but we go like secret entrance, which like involves like even more security from the mall, and then like secret elevators and stuff. Okay, so we're going to Fendi first, right? So we get in this elevator, and like, okay guys, if you know me, okay, I have a fear of elevators. I hate elevators, like, but I get on them every day. Like in my building, I have to get on the elevator every day. Like it's just part of life, right? So I hate elevators, but I have to get on them every day, right? So I use them every day. So, but like, I'm like an elevator freak. So like, there's like big elevators and there's like small elevators. Like to me, the worst elevator ever is like those super small ones. I hate them. It's because, okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, one time I got stuck in the elevator, and then since then, I've just been traumatized, right? So now I'm like, does this elevator look like it works? Okay, like the ones at the Bellagio in Vegas, sickening elevator. I mean, you go from like the first floor to like the 22nd floor within seconds, less than 22 seconds. Like you're there. right? Some elevators like really slow, like whatever. There's like a whole entire elevator community on YouTube, and they review elevators. We're not going down that rabbit hole today, but there is an elevator community, and I do not want to offend the elevator community on YouTube because they're the most vicious community on YouTube. So we're in this freight elevator, and we're like moving, and then it gets stuck. And here I am in this elevator with Jeffree Star, Lipstick Nick, his whole security team, and then Cam was there. Cam was there too. And I was like, we're stuck, right? And then there's like the security for the mall. They're like radioing, they're like talking, whatever. And there's like texting. And then the whole time, Jeffree is like, not bothered. Lipstick Nick is just, not bothered. Like nobody seems to care that we're stuck in the elevator but me. And I have this full-blown panic attack in the elevator, and I'm sitting there like you would never know, but I'm like inside, I am like going to the gigs, girl. I'm going to the gigs in this freaking elevator. So finally we get it to move, and they don't seem to like care, whatever, right? So I finally get it, so it finally opens. Now usually how this whole thing works is like anytime we go somewhere, Jeffree's security always like, they kind of like go first and like check everything out, and then they're like, okay, let's move. Girl, I was the first one out of that elevator because I just did not, the elevator was cute because it was so big. It was the fact, and I did not expect for it to get stuck. So when it did, I just started freaking out. But anyways, that's why I'd rather take the stairs. If it's like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 floors, I'll take the stairs. But other than that, if we're going 5, 6, 7, I have to take the elevator. I just have to do it. So anytime we're in an elevator, I just tend to just push the button and like, here we go. For the most part, I get there safely, but that every now and then, the house. Okay, so then we make it into Fendi, and we're like walking around, and the people are like really, really nice. And then Jeffree's like, I want that. He like literally spent, okay, like, I think he spent like about $40,000, like that. Like literally inside Fendi. Right, and I don't know if he bought like anything like exotic or anything. Like, I'm like, how like, well, for those of you who are part of the luxury community on YouTube, when you buy anything exotic, it just means like bags that are made with exotic materials. You can Google what those materials are. But like, I don't know if he bought anything exotic, but he freaking dropped so much coin. And then we were in and out, and then we went over to Louis Vuitton. And this is where I thought Jeffree Star would like lose his mind. Or was it after? Wow, okay, I digress. So then we move, we get into another elevator, we get Louis Vuitton, we're hanging out. Okay, so we get there. Literally, all the sales staff is like, oh my God, Jeffree Star's here. And they're freaking out. And I'm just like, kind of getting upset, because I'm like, girl, it's act professional.
We cannot do that, it's not professional at all. What's professional?
Why are you running around telling everybody Jeffree Star's here? Just chill, right? So anyway, so the staff is like trying to help him, but they're like literally like shaking, like so nervous, like they've never met anybody. You know what it is? I mean, I guess they're just not used to meeting celebrities, right? Like I felt bad because I was like, I hope Jeffree Star does not get annoyed by this guy being so freaking nervous. Jeffree Star, to get security team, shoot him, girl. He's acting so nervous. Take him out to the back. You know what I'm saying? Like that, very that. But he was so cool about it. So it was just like, but at the same time, he was cool about it. But like, it is annoying when like you're trying to like buy something and the person's like freaking out, So they're sitting there like shaking the house, right? So Jeffree's like, yeah, I'll take that. I want 4 of those. I want like literally stacking it, like racking it up, girl. And I'm over here like looking at a keychain, girl, not bothered. Okay, so I think he picks out a dress or something. I don't know. It was even more money spent there than it was at the Fendi stuff, at the Fendi store. So, okay. So, but it was nothing, it was all positive, like none of that negative. So then we leave there and we go over to the Morphe store, and this is where the major drama happens, right? So we get there, same thing. Jeffree walks in, takes pictures with people. He starts signing like that stuff again, and the palettes and blah, and like the store's closed because he's there. He's just there to sign and then meet the staff or whatever, hang out. So then we're there hanging out, and I don't want to say no names. I don't want to get nobody in trouble, right? So the sales associate from Louis Vuitton runs over, like from the outside. And he's like looking through the little thing. He's like, Jeffree, oh my God, Jeffree. And I was like, what is going on? And then, you know, Maddie, you know, she's like taking care of it, you know, one of the queen of the assistants, right? And so she comes over, she's like, Jeffree, the guy at Louis Vuitton was so nervous that he forgot to ring up a dress. And we have the dress. So like, imagine spending like $8,000 on a dress and you buy other stuff, right? And they don't even ring it up. They don't even charge you for the freaking dress, but they put it in the bag, right? So the guy literally ran over because he's freaking shook because he was so freaking nervous, right? And he's like, can I get the dress? Like, do you want the dress? I gotta charge you for the dress. And Jeffree's like, girl, if he forgot the dress, like, I'm busy, I'm working right now. I can't, like, we cannot go move back to Louis Vuitton. Like, it's a lot, girl, it's a lot. So he's like, I just, you know, if he forgot to ring it up, I'm sorry. We don't have no time, just give him the dress back, right? So that's what that happened. And I felt so bad, not for the guy, but like for his commission, because I'm like, you could have made a lot of money on commission, but because you were so nervous, you forgot to scan it, girl. Oh my gosh. And I felt like if it was me, I would have been like, you forgot to scan it. I don't want it. I would threw the freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. But Jeffree was like so cool about it, right? He was like, oh, well, I mean, it was like, it took forever to get to like the Morphe store. So to go do it all again, it was just like, it just would have been a hassle, right? You know, it's like, whatever. But I just don't get it. Like, I'm just like, I mean, I guess like they were just so nervous to meet him. Like, you know, like to like be his sales associate, that like he was just like, in the fact that he was buying so much and so much expensive stuff, they were just like shook by it and they weren't used to it. So I guess that's why he forgot. But like, girl, you missed out on some coin, girl, because you could have like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I digress. I was thinking to myself, I was like, what if we never would have went to Morphe and we just would have left, girl? And we just would have whisked away and then left. Then that poor guy probably would have lost his job because he forgot to ring it up. I mean, you have one job, girl. Ring up the damn dress, okay? So then we go back to the hotel, we chill for a little bit. Jeffree bought like this, oh my God, it had to be like a couple $100,000 of this necklace that said C-U-N-T on it. It was all like blinged out, right? Because there's like a jeweler that lives here. There's like a jeweler who lives here, I think, that made it. I think it was like Johnny Dang, yeah. And so we get a bite to eat and then like we leave because he had like to catch a flight within a couple hours, right? So that concludes the second meeting of Jeffree Star. If that makes sense. I hope it was like, because there's a third meeting too. I'm behind on meetings, okay? So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you don't like the video, send it to your haters so when you watch it, they lost 10 minutes of their life and never get back. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, I love you so much.